Have you ever considered how your daily habits shape your life? Let's dive into the world of Atomic Habits, a transformative book penned by James Clear. Clear, a renowned writer and speaker, has devoted his career to unlocking the power of habit and decision-making. His book, Atomic Habits, is a treasure trove of insights into the profound impact that small, everyday habits have on our lives. Every day we perform countless habits, many of which we barely notice. From brushing our teeth to checking our phones, these routines are ingrained in our daily life. But what if we could harness the power of these habits to transform our lives? That's the central theme of Atomic Habits. Clear posits that small changes, consistently applied, can lead to remarkable results. It's not about making massive leaps, but about taking tiny, atomic steps that accumulate over time. So are you ready to discover how tiny changes can unleash big results? At the core of Atomic Habits are 4 fundamental laws of behavior change. These laws form the backbone of James Clear's philosophy on habit formation and alteration. Understanding them can empower you to take control of your habits and, consequently, your life. The first law is make it obvious. This law addresses the cue, the trigger for your habit. The idea is to make the cues for good habits obvious in your environment. For instance, if you want to read more, leave a book on your coffee table or nightstand where you can easily see it. The second law, make it attractive, taps into the craving phase of habit formation. It encourages you to make your habits enticing to help you stick to them. For example, if you aim to exercise more, you could make it attractive by pairing it with something you enjoy, like listening to your favorite podcast while running. The third law, make it easy, is all about the response. This law suggests that the easier a habit is to do, the more likely you are to follow through. So, if you want to start jogging every morning, start with just 5 minutes a day. Over time, you can increase your jogging time as the habit becomes ingrained. Lastly, the fourth law, make it satisfying, deals with the reward. The trick here is to make sure the rewards of your good habits are immediate. Say you're saving money for a vacation, you could transfer the money you save into a vacation fund each time you resist a needless purchase. Seeing the fund grow can be a satisfying reward. These 4 laws of behavior change provide a simple yet powerful framework for developing good habits and breaking bad ones. They highlight that the process of change is not about grand gestures, but about identifying and tweaking small, everyday routines. With these laws, we can start to shape our habits instead of being ruled by them. Now, how can we break bad habits and build good ones? It all starts with a deeper understanding of the 4 laws of behavior change. Imagine a bad habit you're trying to break. Let's say it's excessive screen time. You can break this habit by inverting the 4 laws. Start by making the cue less obvious. Maybe you leave your phone in another room when you're working or studying. Make the craving less attractive. Think about the eye strain and lack of productivity that comes with excessive screen time. Make the response more difficult. Set a password or use an app to limit your screen time. Make the reward less satisfying. Reflect on how unfulfilled you feel after wasting hours on your screen. Now let's flip the script. Let's say you want to build a new habit like reading more. Use the 4 laws in their original form. Make the cue obvious. Leave a book on your bedside table or desk. Make the craving attractive. Choose a book on a topic you're genuinely interested in. Make the response easy. Start with just 10 pages a day or even just 1. Make the reward satisfying. Allow yourself to enjoy the sense of achievement and the knowledge gained. The beauty of this approach is its simplicity and flexibility. You can apply these laws to almost any habit you want to break or make. Perhaps you want to exercise more, or eat healthier, or wake up earlier. Whatever the habit, the process remains the same. Identify the cue, the craving, the response, and the reward. Then either invert the laws to break a bad habit or follow them to build a good one. It's important to note that this isn't a quick fix. It's a process that requires patience and consistency. You won't break a bad habit or build a good one overnight, but every small step you take, every tiny change you make, brings you one step closer to your goal. Remember, the key is not to aim for perfection but consistent progress. What if I told you that a 1% improvement every day could change your life? Yes, you heard it right. This is the power of the compounding effect. Picture this. If a pilot changes his flight path by just 1 degree over a long journey, he'll end up miles off course. The same principle applies to our habits. Tiny, almost imperceptible changes, when carried out consistently, can lead to dramatic results over time. Think about it. Reading just one page of a book every day or doing a single push-up daily might seem insignificant in the short term, but over the course of a year, you'd have read over 300 pages or done over 300 push-ups. That's the power of compounding, the power of small but consistent actions. So never underestimate the power of small, consistent actions. They may seem trivial, but they are the ones that shape our destiny. Opening. How can we make habit formation easier and more efficient? Let's delve into two crucial strategies: habit tracking and environment design. Both serve to streamline our journey towards effective habit formation and maintenance. Habit tracking is akin to holding a mirror to our daily routines. By documenting our habits, we create a tangible record of our actions, which can be incredibly enlightening. It's the difference between thinking you drink plenty of water and realizing you barely reach half your daily intake. This tracking isn't about judgment, but awareness. It's about understanding our patterns so we can tweak them to our advantage. Now imagine you wish to read more. If you track your reading habit, you'll notice when, where, and why you read. Perhaps you read most consistently at night, in bed, after a long day. This information can help you optimize your habit. Maybe you'll start winding down earlier, ensuring you have ample time to read before sleep. But what about those days when you're too tired to read? This brings us to our second strategy: environment design. It's about making the desired action the path of least resistance. Sticking to our reading example, imagine placing a captivating book on your bedside table. The book is visible within easy reach, and the action of reading is as simple as extending a hand. The environment nudges you towards your habit, even when motivation wanes. Conversely, environment design can also make unwanted habits more difficult. If you find yourself wasting too much time on your phone at night, you could decide to leave it in another room. By doing so, you make the action of reaching for your phone more difficult and thus less likely to occur. This combination of habit tracking and environment design can be a powerful tool in your habit-building arsenal. It's about making the desirable habits easy and the undesirable ones hard. It's about understanding your patterns and manipulating your environment to work for you, not against you. Closing. Remember, what gets measured gets managed. Now that we understand the principles of atomic habits, how can we apply them? Indeed, comprehension is just the first step on the journey to self-improvement. The real challenge lies in translating this knowledge into action. Imagine one area of your life that you'd like to improve. It could be your health, your productivity, your relationships, or anything else that matters to you. Now think about how you can apply the principles from Atomic Habits to bring about the desired change. You might want to start by identifying the habits that are currently influencing this area of your life. Are they serving you well, or are they pushing you further away from your goals? Remember, every action you take is a vote for the person you wish to become. Next, you can utilize the 4 laws of behavior change to modify these habits. You can make the cues of your good habits obvious and the cues of your bad habits invisible. You can make the cravings of your good habits attractive and the cravings of your bad habits unattractive. You can make the response of your good habits easy and the response of your bad habits difficult. And finally, you can make the rewards of your good habits satisfying and the rewards of your bad habits unsatisfying. As you implement these changes, don't forget to track your progress. This will not only provide you with a sense of accomplishment, but also give you valuable insights into your habit patterns. However, it's important to remember that change doesn't happen overnight. It's the product of small, consistent efforts. So don't be disheartened if you don't see immediate results. Keep showing up, keep casting those votes, and eventually, you'll see the compound effect of your habits in action. By applying these principles, we can all take steps towards becoming the best version of ourselves.